I'm going to talk about recalibrating digital conversations with you lot this morning. I'm not necessarily going to talk about ROI. I'm not going to talk about return so much, but I am going to talk about awareness. So let's do this. There are 7 billion people on the planet. 50% of these are under the age of 30, meaning they've never known life without the internet. What's incredible is that there are 6 billion people who are carrying around mobile phones. 1 billion of them are smartphones. And out of those people, 57% of us rather speak to people digitally than analog. If you were to call my office phone in New York City, just for shits and giggles, I forward my phone to a florist in London. I'm part of that 57%. I'm sure you guys are as well. 48% of us have bought something, so we're actively participating in purchasing using mobile. What's also interesting, there are 2 billion people connected to the internet, and out of those, 70% of people prefer to read blogs. Intriguing. 65% of the European community is online. 65%, that's a high penetration. And you're just 1 hour behind television watching is what's going on in digital. So digital's the pants as far as I'm concerned. But today, kids are born connected. There's a switch that came on, and somehow we haven't been able to turn it off. This idea of work and leisure was separated by 2 cell phones. You walk around with one mobile for work and one mobile for home. You might as well get them together and rub a wrap around them, because that shit's called life. And that's the way the world is right now. And what's also interesting is most people on the planet only surf to 30 websites a month. Only 30. Not like you mavens. It's not hundreds or thousands, it's 30. What's also interesting is what they do is share and consume content in the ways that you expect them to. Content is powering the social graph, meaning people love to put links inside the things that they post. What's also interesting is how did we get there? Started out with portals, search, blogs, feeds, and aggregators, and now the rise of the mighty social network, which we're all very excited about. Now, social networking for me is really quite interesting. It's not about these logos, it's about the themes of participation, conversation, community, and connectedness. They're the themes that are very consistent around social, not the places you go. We are just one click away from our innermost personal thoughts being displayed across digital, meaning that personal expression is a new form of entertainment. What we're doing as consumers has become an expression for us. What's also interesting, however, is this. Beyond consuming and sharing, it has been a land grab for likes, meaning every brand that I speak to on the planet want to actually just want likes. I think likes are rubbish. I think they're diluted. And the reason I think they're diluted is before you and I could be friends, you'd have to confirm my friend request. There was skin in the game. You'd have to click the button and say yes. Now you can like my shoes, my pants, my belt, my jacket before you like me as an individual. Contrived, in-your-face advertising doesn't work like it used to. And the reason for that is digital behaviors have also changed. Now, most of us in the room have been in the game of entertainment and information for a very long time. But the new is called utility. And you'll hear that word a lot. Utility really is about being useful. How can you be useful in somebody's day-to-day pattern, especially when it comes to mobile? Because that means that you can help change their behaviors. And that's very important for us to understand that behaviors need to be changed. Because attention is the new currency. It's no longer click-through rate. That's not what you're going to be judged upon in digital. You're going to be judged upon attention. And if you don't believe me, every time I pick up my mobile phone, I listen to Spotify. All my friends know I'm listening to somebody really dorky like Dolly Parton, because that shit goes up to my Facebook wall without my permission. So attention is already the currency we look to. And please stop calling this the second or third screen. It's the first screen. Nobody walked in here with a television. This is the first screen. So let's get that through our heads, please. Now, there's a saying called solo-mo. You've probably heard of solo-mo. It means social, local, mobile. And that was meant to be a utopian moment for us about 18 months ago, meaning that we can now target people right where they walk into their local cash register in the local town. Well, it really should be called homo. And I probably should have had more fun with this slide, but I thought I'd keep it G-rated for now. But 68% of mobile minutes are performed in the home. So mobile has become a different category because most minutes are performed inside the home. Cross-shop. So while you're running television commercials, they will seek you out in these categories while commercials are being run. So they're really active in that category, which I think is interesting. 48% of Europeans multitask when they're watching television. So cross-shopping is critical for this category. And also, we know that women rule the world. Amen to that, brothers and sisters. But at the moment, men are using tablets more than women are. So if you're trying to target men, you should have a tablet strategy first. And also, men are on top of women when it comes to mobile shopping. So it's the one category where we outrate women in terms of usage. And people that walk around with a tablet versus a mobile phone only have a higher appreciation of value, meaning they have a different expectation of worth. Awesome. If you have a celebrity in your video, it's 7 times more likely to be shared. So the power of the celebrity is even more important today when it comes to digital experiences. What about advertising? So this is a way that you guys obviously make money. This is how a lot of you brands in the room spend money. There's a revolution happening when it comes to display advertising. Generic advertising is being replaced by influencer marketing. The power of social is too important for that not to be the case. We're also going to move away from behavioral and assumptions, which is a form of advertising today that exists, into actions and specifics. When people ask me an example of that, I'll give you one. I'll go to Google and I'll type in pink shirt, and up might pop a department store, Nordstrom's. Paid or organic, I don't care. I look around at that shirt and think, no, I don't want that. I tab over to Facebook, play around on Facebook for a while, think, screw it, I'm going to go lunch, grab my mobile phone and head out the door. The path to purchase stops when you pick up your mobile phone. But where it's going to head in the future is I could get a direct reply from Nordstrom saying, hey dude, here's that pink shirt, here's a discount coupon if you come check out that shirt right now. So it's the idea of going from the action to the specific when it comes to brand. Harmonious ads are coming. This is the ability to say, as people go across digital, how do you have a conversation with them which is authentically harmonious, not just native advertising? And to do that, we're living in a world of dashboards. None of us probably check out our Twitter page. None of us probably check out our Facebook profile. None of us probably check out our Tumblr page. But we do check the Tumblr dashboard, our Twitter stream, and our Facebook timeline. That is where you can have conversations natively in those environments. Combine them all together, and you have harmonious ads. But as consumers, we're moving into the world of dashboards more so. Two-way dialogue is critically important when it comes to consumer engagement today. To do that, to have that engagement, you have to do 3 things as a brand, in my opinion. You have to be reactive, meaning you have to react fast. You have to be relevant to the community and what they're saying, so you have to be absolutely on message. And you also have to be remarkable. If you can't do those 3 things, then don't bother, because it's a really hard discipline. But those 3 things, those combinations, will give you the ability to have an amazing experience with consumers. And it comes from authenticity and active engagement. They're the 2 things that help you bridge. We do that through being experience experts. So no longer just looking up, what will you do on the desktop, but what screen are they on? What emotion are they feeling? What need state do they have? We have to think about the experiences of what people want. And we also have to think about storytelling. The art of storytelling has never been more alive and well than it is right now on digital, because people are consuming more videos on the mobile than they ever have before. As much as we are the connected generation, which is exactly what I said we were when we started, I think we have a long way to go before we're the connection generation. Meaning, how do we make digital to allow us to become better humans? That's something that keeps me up at night. Here are some things that I encourage. Encourage a remix culture with the brands you represent. Don't just have budgets that sell to the head, which is ROI driven. We have to have some stuff that sells to the gut, creative executions that people want to brag about. We also have to find the right people, because the power of the influencer is really key at the moment. Harness pre-existing communities, because there's so many out there. Experiment with the ones that are there. Constantly innovate, no-brainer. We also have to embrace platforms, meaning go and collaborate with startups that embrace their platform, because you could be the big brand that takes off with the next big deal. It could be really interesting. And co-create. Allow people to co-create, because if you do that, they will want to share it. It's bragging. That's what humans want to do. And lastly, fail forward. Create a foundation in your organization that allows risk, that allows experimentation. Because without that, we're not pioneering. And don't go do things and you think you're pioneering that's been done before. That's just dumb. So we have to go out and create a fail-forward foundation.